What's up, guys? DK, we're back with the breakdown of my speedrun of Persona 5 Royal. Alright, so last time we left off when I beat Madarame, and now we're gonna go all the way to the Kaneshiro kill. Which is, let me see, about an hour and a half, but obviously I'm gonna be speeding up the video now. There's the lovely Makoto. Alright, so playback speed. Oh, I gotta pull up my notes, don't I? Playback speed, faster. I forgot. I gotta pull up my notes. Forgot that quick. Window capture. Oh, cause I closed it. Now I gotta reopen it. I have to. Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Okay. If you look on something I find funny here, if you look on top of the stairs, you can actually see Makoto at the very top of the stairs, which is kind of cool. Okay, now if you want to, you can actually shop here while you're going to the darts place, but there's really no point in doing that. Just thought I'd point that out for those who want to buy something for some reason. I was checking to see how many healing items I had left so I can make sure that, I have enough for Kaneshiro, just in case some bullshit. Alright, here we are. 6-5. Keep my notes handy right here. So. Okay, so this darts thing, some runners like to level up Makoto and Yusuke. This route only levels up Makoto. And in all honesty, I'm not even sure if you have to do that, but if you don't, you might be like a little short of one shot or something. And the difference between one shot and two shot or something is actually kind of major. So yeah. Let me shorten this up just a little bit. Can I fucking move this thing a little bit? Then, where have you been? There we go. Okay, that's a little better. That's a little better. Alright, so as you would expect, after a boss, there's just a lot more menuing going on for the next like 30 minutes or so. Nothing too major going on right now. Let me just get here's our lovely waifu. Every time Kasumi gets a cutscene, you'll see me change the icon up there to her face, cause as I said last time, I fucking love Kasumi. I love her. I've also said that I like Makoto a lot better, but I do love me some Kasumi, guys. Really, really gorgeous girl, man. Her voice is cool too.
Do you like the ring? It's open.
Okay, so I might try to in the future I might test something out. I might try routing in the twins' social link thing and their dating thing, because now we need to get to rank 5 streams to get the special treatment. I'm wondering if it can actually be useful in a route. It's just that special treatment costs so much fucking money. And not only that, but the best way to get the skills for the fusions that they're asking for is to take them out on dates, because they simply give you the skill cards for it. You know? That way I won't have to go through a bunch of chain fusions, just make the fusion they want and then give them a skill card. And the reason why I might consider maxing out the dating thing is so I can get the endurance skill card at the end of the game, instead of doing fusions to get to it. But I'm pretty sure it'll be a lot slower. But it'll be fun to try it out at least to see. Okay, so at this point, I don't think I do it on this day. Let me see. What day do I do it? It's according to my notes here. I'm buying some tens now, as you can see. Yeah, you're gonna buy a lot of these. Uh, okay, I don't do it for a while. Anyway, at this point, this is where Morgana starts to become a pain in the ass. So we'll take care of that soon enough. All right, and also this is where I start cleaning LeBlanc every night until I get rank 4 kindness. I'm supposed to reach rank 3 kindness on 610, but I think I studied a little more than I usually do. I think I was trying something out. I don't know, but oh well. Okay, now right here, guys. 6-8. I'm gonna buy another melon, which I never end up using. It's just there just in case some bullshit happens with a few of the sub bosses. And right here, Kasumi. What I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do Kasumi's rank 2. Get this melon first. Okay, so I'm gonna do Kasumi's rank 2. Look at those lovely legs. The reason why I do this so I can get that tumbling ability, the backflip. It takes about 30 seconds. It's a little safety precaution thing I like to use just in case I fuck up one of my shadow dodges, and that way I'll ambush them instead of them ambushing me. I never end up using this, but it's just in case if I fuck up. And something that really pisses me off, actually I can't remember this, but I think I said this in the last video. Yeah, I did. I did say this in one of the videos. As I said before, Kasumi was clearly created to be the canon waifu to Joker. So I don't understand why we can get the true ending without maxing out her social link. But oh well. Alright, so we got cutscene city here. Let me just speed this up a little bit more. Playback speed, faster. Go faster! Faster, 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 faster. I hope my mic isn't too loud. It probably is. Okay, I'm studying again. Okay, this is why I didn't get rank 3 kindness, because wait. Yeah, it says study. So why did I clean earlier? Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Yeah, by now I should have already. Let me see here. It's where is it? Yeah, I should have written down to clean every night. I think I was considering cutting out the memento scan, and I forgot to update my notes. But then I changed my mind because, yeah, memento scan is just too good. But I think it's on. I think it's on this day where I clean every night until I get the rank 3. I mean the rank 4 kindness. I think that's where I clean every night. I don't know why I was mixing it up like that. You saw Haru in the background there. I'm pretty sure I'm probably in the minority on this one. But I actually think Haru's kind of hot. I don't know. Haru has a rather unique and interesting figure. I like Haru. And plus, she's a sweetheart. She could be she can be a little scary at times, you know, with you know with some of the things she says. But she's a sweetheart. She wouldn't hurt a fly. Yeah, I think Haru's kind of hot. I like Haru. That's probably okay. Maybe that's the reason why I like speedrunning this version of the game so much because at this point it's pretty much a waifu show. Not quite yet. We're still gonna use Yusuke and Ryuji for a while, but after this, after this palace, we're gonna use Yusuke for a little while longer, and then from that point forward, for pretty much most of the run, it's just a waifu run. Maybe that's why I like it so much, cause I use all the girls a lot. I mean, Morgana is completely useless. After the moat, Ryuji is completely useless until I get to Yagabov. I only need Yusuke for like two bosses. You know, it's a waifu show. Even my late game personas are all waifus, except for Gear Makala and Black Rider. And Gear Makala is there mainly as a lead, and Black Rider is used for just one boss. Well, two. Well, technically I use him on three bosses, but I mainly make it for one boss.
Hey, hey. Come on.
Okay, so this day right here.
Oh, you wanna do it?
Okay, so what's going on here is you see that my notes says to take a bath on this day. However, the reason why I'm training now is because if you remember the last video, there's that time where I dodged chalk in class. So what that means is instead of taking a bath on Sunday, on one of these Sundays where I spawn right by the bed in the chair, I'm gonna take a bath on a regular day instead when I spawn downstairs, and I think I already did that. So I'm gonna do that to get to where I need to be instead of wasting time here. So that saves me like I don't know. I want to say maybe 20 seconds, something like that. It just saves me a little time. It's not a whole lot, but it is time save.
Well then.
Of course, this is completely negated later on because I dodged Trot like 5 times in this run, which is completely wasted.
Check this.
Makoto Nijima.
Hey.
Okay, so right here, if you make tools on a rainy day, you will for some reason that allows you to make like one more than you normally would and stuff like that. So I'm gonna make my 4 stun guns here. See, normally I can make 3 items, but I'm gonna make 4 stun guns here. And these stun guns are mainly used for the next palace. I'm actually hoping that I don't have to use a single one, but I make them just in case. And I think I ended up using like maybe 2 of them. I don't know, but oh well. Because I want to save these for the boss. And if I use them, I have to craft some more. But that's okay
Yeah.
because it's just a short pit stop. By the blunt to buy the tins. This is wrong. I was doing this when I was considering doing something else, but that's not right. I don't think I go higher than than 3 or 4. I forgot. I forgot, but I'll update that when I update the notes I got for the speed running Discord thing. Yeah, let's just fast forward through all this nonsense. Well, it's not nonsense because Makoto's involved. Anything with Makoto involved, I highly welcome it. But still, let's go a little faster. Okay, this is where I finished reading that knowledge book. The book that you get at the beginning of the game when you clean your room, you can't actually read that book until you get to rank 2 knowledge, which is kind of weird, but oh well. Okay, I think that's just a little too fast. Let's slow it down a little bit. Yeah, that's just a little too fast. Okay, that's better. When you're cleaning LeBlanc, make sure you're paying attention to your menuing and press down, because if you don't press down, Joker will go in the bathroom and take a piss, and that wastes us so much time. Really, it's like 15 seconds lost if you do that.
I see.
Okay, so right here is where we're gonna start to rank up pancakes. In order to get after I buy my 310s first. All right. Okay, so what I did here, guys, was
Well, which do you want?
so I'm gonna buy one more healing items. Make sure I got 2, just in case something. Yeah, this is just in case something goes wrong with the Makoto Awakening or the trio. It's just in case.
Oh, did you decide?
And right here, I'm buying this just in case I get frozen. Normally, I would have bought this before the fight with Kamashita, but unfortunately, I was forced to spend most of my money on buying the materials I need to make the spotlight. So yeah, I don't normally visit her for the rest of the game after that, but this is when I do it just in case. And I kind of need to update that on my notes right here. Buy healings if needed. Yeah, I kind of need to do that. Buy healings if needed.
Here you go. Take care.
Alright, so now we're gonna rank up pancakes here. As I was saying, in order to get the true ending, if you could call it a true ending, because it's only like a 5-second change at the end of the game. But those are the rules. We gotta stick to it. In order to get the true ending, you have to max out pancakes before you send the calling card to fight Sai. So, even if we didn't have to max out him in order to make our runs official, we would still get him to rank 4 anyway for the sole purpose of accessing the Jazz Club. In order to gain access to the Jazz Club, we have to get pancakes to rank 4. And the game gives you just enough time to do this before the 26th, so that we can get Teacher Karm in the Jazz Club, which is actually really, really important for this route. All right, flowers. Alright, so in vanilla, I think this is where we used to go to mementos on this day. Until the out of bounds thing was found. So now we skip mementos for quite a long time now. Unfortunately, it makes Trikey a bitch to beat, but oh well. In this route for Royal, we don't go to mementos until after Wakaba. Okay, there's the rank 3 kindness. So I was supposed to get that right here. So I felt like I was behind on my kindness a little bit. So I'm actually going to go to the flower shop a few times later on. So right there, I put on my portable batteries. It says here to put one on the MC and Ryuji, but I don't buy two of them anymore. I think I bought two by mistake, but I only put it on the MC. It doesn't matter because it didn't help much actually, which is kind of weird because I have a shot boost and it didn't seem to help at all. So I might take Liv's advice here and use the Regent for these Onis. The sole reason why I don't do that, yeah, the Regent might actually be better. But the reason why I don't do that is because I have to switch accessories. I really don't like doing that. That means I gotta take the Regent off of Yusuke, then put it on the MC, and then after the fight I gotta take it off the MC, then put it back on Yusuke. I try to avoid doing that as much as possible. You know, I like I like for everybody to have their own stuff that they're always gonna use and stuff like that. Unless it's for like those special situations, of course. But constantly switching your equipment around is actually very annoying for me. I really hate doing that. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to figure out what's wrong with my OBS settings because I really don't like how it's yeah, the frame rate is dropping a little bit. Okay, right here, this is where we get to rank 3 charm. I like to have on be the one to give me the charm bonus. Okay, let me figure out why I'm dropping frames on my OBS recording. Then I'll continue. Okay, let me try this one instead. He said get the fuck in. Yeah, it looks like the frame rate is still dropping a little bit, but not as bad as it was before. Actually, I don't think it is. It's kind of hard to tell when it's playing fast forward like that. No, this is fine, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna have to tinker with my OBS settings, and I care a little. I don't know why this is, but I care a little more about frame rate than I do the actual quality of the video. I care more about the frame rate. All right, so let's get back to normal speed now, so I can listen to the kick-ass music.
Come on, let's go.
All right, so the reason why I made a save file here because that's the best I did at this point. It would have been a good starting point for my practices. But yeah, I did way better than I thought I was gonna do. All right, so I'm using the same party I used for the last fight. Everybody is still equipped except for the MC. I gave the MC the portable batteries. Keep in mind that as I was saying, keep in mind that I'm still leading with Bev because Bev has the crisis control auto Sukakaja thing. All right, so the idea here is to stun them with my Zeo. Because Onis are very vulnerable against stats face, of course, like they always are. I got one. Now I'm going to try to stun the other one with Ryuji. Okay, so at this point, if I haven't stunned any of them, this is when I use my stun guns and my sleep vials. This is why you pick up the sleep vials in the first palace.
For times like this.
Perfect. Like An said, for times like this, yeah. And like I said, I'm probably gonna take Liv's advice here and use and use the Regent so I can kill him faster. You know. So if I'd have had the Regent, they would have been dead by now. I guess. I don't know, cause you know, without the shot boost, I might not shock him as much. Okay, guys. So the thing is, you do not. I repeat, you do not want these Onis taking their turn because they always use Rampage, and you are gonna die if you get hit by that. Don't do that shit. It's way too slow. Now, normally they both be dead by now, but I had to use my backups to stop them, so I lost a little bit of time here, but it's fine. This is RNG based, unfortunately, so there's really nothing I can do about it. Okay, guys, so just another little time save. Because the way our levels currently are, Ryuji and An are at the same level. Yusuke is higher than them, so he stays in. Okay, since Ryuji and An are at the same level, and Ryuji's turn comes before An in this fixed turn order battle, what this means is no, it's not a fixed turn order battle. Since Ryuji joins the party before An, there are times when a party member will come in and replace another party member automatically. Yusuke is higher level than both of these guys, so he's excluded. Since the game will always place Ryuji before An when that happens, since they're at the same level, An will be considered after Ryuji. What this means is Makoto will automatically come in and replace An. So we don't have to go to the menu screen and remove her from the party, unlike we did in Vanilla. The game will do that for you automatically. Nothing major. I just thought I point that out because, as I said, some of you are very, very, very serious about time. So just keep that in mind next time you do this. You don't have to take on out mainly. The game will do it for you if your levels are correct. Okay, so keep in mind that we're leading with Barif, and his first turn is always my Bufala. So if Makoto misses with this Mafre, you're probably gonna die here. Well, you won't die because crisis control reduces damage, but he'll get another turn. It might follow up with a physical attack or something. All right, so like before, our main goal here is to stun the Onis. We're hoping that we also stun Suiki in the process, which I did, I think. Now there we go. See that? All three of them are stunned, and at this point, they're just totally fucked. Of course, this isn't always going to happen. You just got to get lucky sometimes. And that was a really, really, really good Suiki Awakening fight. Okay, and now I can speed up again. Alright, so playback speed. I need to find a shortcut for this one. I ain't gotta do all this arrowing every time I do this shit. Move faster, game. Faster. Yes, that's a Proton John reference. I miss the good old days. I miss the classic YouTubing days of LP. I like the mess it is now. Alright, so where are we? 620? Okay. Okay, right here. It says to shut up, cat. Okay, allow me to explain this. Unfortunately, here comes some more fucking chalk, and I dodged it, which is a waste. Unfortunately, in this version of the game, Morgana is extremely, extremely fucking annoying. At this point, every time you come to here, he will be like, "Hey, you should talk to these people and figure out how to do this and stuff like that." And he will continue to do that every fucking day until you activate the mementos quest. And trust me, that time is going to add up. It's really, really fucking annoying. Okay, now right here is where I started to lose my focus a little bit. I don't know why this is, but for some reason, uh, I was I was changing my battery controls and I was changing my controllers, and the battery wasn't charging for some reason. So I lost a little bit of time constantly going to the PlayStation 4 screen trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong with my controller. Eventually, it did come through for me and started to work, but for the next hour, yeah, see this? I didn't figure out what the hell was going on here. So for the next hour or so, you're gonna see me do that quite a few times to figure out what the hell's going on with the battery, but it came through for me. I'm just glad that it didn't fuck up on me in the middle of the palace. Okay, so right here we want to get Makoto to rank 3 darts. Make sure that we try to set it up to where Makoto does the finishing one. And then when she's in round 4, choose option 3, and then she will automatically win it for you. Do not score 150 on the first round, because if you do that, she might end up finishing it on this round, because she might get triples and stuff. It's kind of rare, but she can do it, so just don't do those things, okay? Just kind of get 100 and stuff like that. I'm assuming you guys know the rules of this game, by the way. Uh, Although this is kind of nice, Makoto is the only one that we actually need because she's going to be doing most of the damage in this route. Yusuke is strong enough as he is, so he doesn't need it. I'm sorry, An. I love you, An, but I'm sorry, baby. Damn, she's hot. I don't know who drew this one, but goddamn. Okay, so I'm gonna meet right here. Uh, Very similar to the first palace. The reason why I'm meeting now because if I don't meet now, eventually the game will force you to meet later on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it right now to get it out of the way. I guess it's kind of a hangover from vanilla. The reason why I do it in vanilla so I can automatically spawn in front of the shop and buy some more melons. Okay, so right there, you saw that I took a peek at the shop. I was seeing how many court barks I had. Uh, if I don't have 2 court barks by now, I buy 2 of them because I'm gonna craft a couple of air cannons later on, and this is normally the last time I come to the flower shop, so that's why I'm buying the court barks now. But because I fucked up on my kindness before, I'm gonna go here a few more times. The top three answers, and you automatically pass it, as you see. All right, so at this point, this is where we need to have rank three charm in order to do pancakes rank three. We are right here. All right, now this. Oh, I already did the Morgana thing. At this point, I purposely fail. I purposely get the wrong questions in class. There will be a few times where I get it right just for hell it, but no point of asking them right anymore. We don't need that anymore. All right, so we're gonna spend time with pancakes right here.
Hi, hey,
What do you want to
thank you.
Now, see how Morgana's like, hey, hey, every night. Uh, he also does that when you go to the new town, but we'll take care of that later. Cause we don't do that too many times right now. All right, Captain Eisen rank five on this day.
Rain, huh?
Yeah, so at this point, when I'm not doing anything special at night, I just clean the room. I'm gonna do the same thing here. No, 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 no. This is pancakes right here, rank four.
What do you want to do?
So right here, I did the flower job because I knew that I was behind on my kindness, and I don't know the answers for this one, so I just picked some random shit and hope for the best. But I fucked it up really bad, but it's okay.
You're back.
I hate flowers anyway. Oh, we got right here. Excuse me, sorry. So I do believe that this is the soonest that we can possibly get his rank four.
Come on.
So I think 6/26 is the first day that we can actually gain access to the jazz club. Okay, so this right here, we are right here. This is gonna be two black rocks and one black robe. We don't actually use the black robe. We're doing it for the black rocks. It's less than 2,000 yen, and it's definitely worth it. You can actually buy these in Newtown, but it's a lot more expensive. So it'd be cheap if you buy it this way. The black robe, I don't have a use for it right now, but you can definitely get some useful armors out of it if you fuse some other personas. Uh, Basically, I use it if I get a fusion accident of like Phoenix or something like. If I get a fusion accident and it turns into like a Phoenix or a Monitor, something that I can actually use in the game, then. But oh well. Maybe in future routes I will fuse in Tan Limb so I can make the Magic Plus armor for the MC and stuff like that. But no, no. But I'll probably just fuse Phoenix and make the Magic Plus armor for the female since Makoto does most of the work.
Hey, thanks for coming in.
All right, so right here we're gonna take Makoto to the jazz club so we can get Teacher Karn. It's really, really, really important. And I'm still tinkering with my controller. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck is going on, but sometimes my controller just doesn't charge, and I was really, really, really getting worried. at this point. I'm just glad that it eventually kicked in and started to work. Okay, so this day right here.
Rain, huh?
Remember the HP armor that we got in the first palace? If we get the armor with a 50 HP, we're good. However, if we get the weak one with a 10 HP on this day, this is where I take Yusuke to the jazz club. So it's a this is my backup plan in case I get the weak HP armor. And you have to do stupid fucking reinstall Windows. No, I I'm not going to install the latest version of Windows because I like it how I thought I turned this fucking thing off. I like it how it is because every time I update my Windows, it starts fucking up. I like it how it is, so leave it. I don't want to update it. I want to leave it as it is. Fucking piece of shit. Anyway, I was saying so yeah, if you don't do this when you get the weak HP armor, Yusuke will get one shotted by the Pikachu rollout attack. So yeah, just just a little backup plan I made. It's gonna cost you a little time, but it's better than reviving Yusuke and losing his tour cards and stuff like that. But I got the good armor, so I don't have to do that.
Oh,
What do you want to do?
Once again, I'm going to the flower shop because I don't know where my kindness is. So I'm just making sure that
you're back.
I'm not behind on kindness. 'Cause it's way too important. And I'm still tinkering with the controller here. Yeah, I kept switching back and forth, hoping to get some juice in one of my controllers, so that it doesn't shut off on me while I'm in the palace and dodging shadows and shit like that. Because if that happens, the run's gonna die, of course. All right. So now for Pancake's rank 5. Just go ahead and get him out of the way until the second semester. All right, and it's palace time. Slow down the playback speed to normal, of course.
Let's go.
And let's do this. Now,
Gloomy.
this is the boss after we beat the trio. So notice how I don't have any notes here because I have all the boss patterns memorized and stuff like that. Oh, this music is so good. I love it. I can. Okay, so I got a little juice there. So I was trying to buy some time to figure out what the hell was wrong with the other controller. All right, I can take this off now for this palace. Do 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 do. I don't know why the fuck they changed the music when you get to the second half of the palace. I mean, this music is just so badass. I love it. All right, so this is the first time the game forces you to use Morgana, and even then he gets totally wrecked. Oh, Morgana, you're just so useless. You're useless in Royal Morgana. It's so unfortunate, man. He is so useless. Okay, so after that, I won't use Morgana again until they force me to use him the second time. Alright, so right here, your party is automatically on Makoto and Morgana. Just before I get to their road bosses, I'm gonna change my party to Ryuji, Yusuke, and Makoto. Just quickly avoid these guys right here. Run up the steps. Keep going. Don't stop. And run straight for the dog so that you have time to freeze him while you climb up this ladder. Well, not ladder, but thing, so that he doesn't raise the alarm too high. Not that it matters, but oh well. Okay, I got a little stumbled here because I was losing my distraction. I mean, I lose my focus because of the controller. Okay, now right here, guys. Right here, I'm still leading with Barif, and this is why I leveled up Barif in the fight with Madarame. It was just for this one fight, so that I outspeed Makoto, and I go first and knock them down with my Bufu. Then I baton pass to Makoto, since only she has a all out attack right now. I mean all out A or whatever it's called. Now, if I'm forced to take Yusuke to the jazz club here, he would get vicious strike, and you will always outspeed Yusuke. So if that happens, I won't have to worry about Makoto outspeeding the MC and stuff like that, and then I won't have to worry about leveling up Barrett. But I level him up anyway. But I won't cry if I don't get agility. If Barif doesn't get 10 agility, he won't outspeed Makoto. If that happens, you want to lead with Amanuzume instead, and just hope that you don't miss twice with Mabufu. All right, so oh, this music is so good. It really sounds like mafia music. I love this music. It's so badass. All right, the owner here, very, very simple. Just try to shock it with your gun. Then knock it down. And baton pass to Yusuke and let him have it with Giant Slice. Very, very easy. If you fail to shock him, put him to sleep and then wait until he sleeps twice before you Actually, I think he might wake up on the first time. I'm not sure. Yeah, if you yeah, fuck that. If you fail to shock him with your gun, just use a stun gun and finish him off. All right. Now, some runners try avoid these shadows. I mean, they don't let the shadows see them for some reason.
Ready to kill.
Uh,
Be careful.
I purposely allow these shadows to chase me so that I can quickly kick open this door right here. I told you it's a minor time save, but it is free time save, so it's not like I'm risking the run, you know.
We will be counting.
Okay, now this is important right here. Little small details like this is stuff that you need to memorize when routing. Okay, right here. You see what I'm doing? I am intentionally walking on this circle right here. on. Yeah, I'm purposely running into the light. The reason why I'm doing this right here is so that when I enter this room, this shadow is stuck right here facing the other way. If I hadn't have did that, he would have completed his cycle, and then he'd be facing towards me now, and then I have to shadow dodge him and stuff like that. Fuck that. So now that he's facing this way, all I gotta do is just walk by him and do this. Then go in this room, and I can easily press this without him being in my way too. So like I said, just little small stuff like that is stuff that you have to memorize, and you'll eventually get under your fingers as you do the run. I wonder why they changed this guy's running animation. That's kind of funny. All right, Fuki here. Sometimes this guy outspeeds you, but as long as you shock him, it doesn't matter. So we're gonna gun him and hopefully shock him at least. After we shock him, we knock him down with the MC or Makoto's gun, and just baton pass Yusuke and kill him. Very, very easy. Okay, now something I haven't mentioned yet. As I said, after the Archangel battles, you don't fight any normal shadows for the rest of the run until we get to Shilo's Palace. And also with Madarame, make sure that you're not killing more than 4 clones. After the fight with Suiki, this is how many experience points you normally have right here. If you have any less than this left to get to the next level, after the next fight, you will reach level 17. And what that's gonna do is, because of experience point scaling, when you fight the trio, you would get less experience points than you would normally at level 16. Now I changed my route to where this isn't a problem for the next palace after this. However, I don't know if that's going to affect experience point scaling later on in a few other palaces. So I will probably have to test that out in the future to see, and then adjust the notes accordingly to in case that happens. Because some people are going to get ambushed, and some people are going to be forced to kill things and stuff like that.
Show me that move sometime. I got a new power.
New power, get the.
Persona. Gain new power.
All right, so right here, guys, I'm still leading with the Barif. This hasn't happened to me yet in any of my practices, but I'm pretty sure it's going to happen eventually to somebody. If you get our spare, he'll fuck you up with my Buffalo, unfortunately. So anyway, so we're going to switch to Jack Frost first, just in case we don't shock him. Now we're gonna use our guns, and I did shock him. And one thing you're going to quickly notice I do in this route, I could have used the fray. However, if I have an opportunity to look at Makoto's ass, I'm not going to pass it up. Anyway, just shock him, knock him down, then baton pass to Yusuke and send him to hell.
You're not over yet.
I am thou.
Alright, so moving on. After once again, I'm tinkering. See, I don't know why my other charger wasn't, why my other controller wasn't charging. Alright, so right here we're going to make a small equipment change. We're taking the weekend off of Yusuke and we're putting it on Makoto for the next fight. And this is where we lose the kick-ass music, damn it all. Okay, now here comes a really tricky shadow dodge, and in all honesty, I recommend that you carefully look at the situation and dodge these guys carefully, because if you get ambushed here, you're probably gonna die unless you have a vanish ball left.
Yeah. Yes.
If you haven't used any of your smoke screens by now, that might be another option you might want to take. But I prefer to save my smoke screens for later. That shadow right there, this shadow is actually really annoying because as you see, the moment you're in this room, he's automatically facing you, and because of these walls here, it's really difficult to shadow dodge him. So just carefully take your time and try to get by him, you know. And that guy too, just, I mean, there are definitely faster ways to do it, but if you're off by a pixel, you are gonna get ambushed, and then you gotta fight hot pixies who put you to sleep and stuff like that. Just really, it's just such a time waster. So just be a little safe about that.
Treasure chest.
Now, for some reason, when I do my official run, I can never get this skip. I get it every time in practice, but I can never get it in my run. There's like a cutscene border that you walk by, but I never get it in my run. But it only says like what, 3 seconds, but still, you know. Just zoom by these guys right here. Skip the save room. We don't need it. And here we go. This fight sucks in vanilla now. Yeah, in vanilla, this is now the hardest fight in the run, because in vanilla we do it at level 15, and it's so fucking annoying. In Raw, however, it's a complete joke.
Let's go. Jack Frost.
Switch to Jet Frost. Okay, so the main thing that you want to focus on is shocking Kinky here. If you don't shock Kinky, use Makoto or Yusuke's turn to you use a stun going on Kinky. You have to stun this guy. That's your main priority. But if you're lucky, you'll also stun Suiki. But I didn't. But it's okay.
Looking cool,
Or
Joker.
or did I? You know.
Not over yet. Charge, Johanna! Alright, Queen! Used by Persona! Queen hit their weakness! Nice! That's it! Persona! Feel my ray! Queen! If you pass the baton, you can hit the foe's weaknesses.
Go down.
Pass the baton and follow up!
Time. Ravage them. I am thou.
Okay, so there's actually no fixed pattern for this fight. I mean, the outcome of this fight depends on whether how fast you stun Kinky, whether or not Makoto knocks down Kinky, or whether she misses Suiki and stuff like that. So yeah, this fight has random outcomes, but the main goal is to stun Kinky, and I bought the no freeze things in case I do get frozen. So it was just in case I got frozen, but I didn't need them, as you see. But as long as you stun Kinky before he takes a turn, you should be fine. So when when you start practicing this fight, just use the save room and practice this fight so you know how to handle any situation. As I said, if you do this fight at level 17, you'll jump to 18, but you'll be at like 1,400 or 1,600 or something like that. Now, as I said before, I changed my route to where this doesn't matter anymore, but I don't know if it's gonna affect me like later on down the road and stuff like that.
Our range of tactics is expanding.
Okay, so right here, this is where I remove my Garu off of Jet Frost because that's going to interfere with my quick switching later on. Not that it matters, but
Hell yeah! A new
I just want to make sure that Sheik Yoshi is the one I use because he has like higher magic. Well, actually he doesn't, but sometimes he does because I fuse him in the red room. All right, so for those of you who know this route because you run it, live Tasku act. Tasku. I'm gonna fuck your name up. Sorry, I can't pronounce it. Anyway, for those of you who know my roots, this is the biggest change in the route so far. And I'm still tinkering with the controllers here. As I said, this is the biggest change in the route so far. I am not going to the Viva room yet. Yes. What does this mean? This means that we are skipping triple down.
There's a strong one.
Yes, I cut triple down. All right, now you really need to be careful here. Um, you need to quickly see where this shadow is. If he's not in your way, you can quickly, touch the switch or whatever. But sometimes he's right here and he's facing towards you. If that happens, either quickly shadow dodge him or toss a smoke screen because you don't want to get ambushed by this guy. Yeah, unfortunately, that guard is random. Okay, now pause. Remember that snuff stove we got back in Madarama's palace? We're going to use that on in the fight with Kaneshiro. However, if you took too long in the fight with the Tri-Key and Makoto doesn't have 72 SP, you can either use your Snuff Soul, and if you do that, you want to grab this bead. If you don't do that, then use your stamina kit, and then you can skip this. But oh well. I mean, you'll probably get like more. You can buy SP stuff in mementos if you really need it, but that's not gonna be an issue in all honesty. In any case, make sure you have at least either a snuff soul or a bead or the physical mirror when you fight Kaneshiro. If you're following this route anyway. If you're using triple down, you don't have to. Just quickly avoid this mut.
Let's open it.
Okay, now the jury is still out on this one.
Look,
Uh,
treasure.
we can either press this switch and take the scenic route on the bottom and avoid all those shadows, or we can pay 10,000 yen and skip all that shit. It only saves like 30 seconds. But the thing is, there's a lot of shadows down there. Their placements are random, and I really don't like shadow dodging. At this point, money isn't an issue, so I just take the easy way out. I think Liv doesn't spend the money here, which is definitely understandable, but no, I don't buy a lot of stuff, and this is one of the reasons why, because I don't like dodging those shadows. Okay, guys. So right here, uh, we're gonna put the Duke's coat on the MC because I need HP now, and then I'm gonna give him the breath ring, which is why I took it off of Morgana earlier, so I can give it to him now. I gave Makoto the Zen armor earlier, I think, and because I don't have Shikiochi now, I gotta use a Barbion, who just so happens to have resist fear. Yeah, so right here I give Makoto the Zen outfit, and she's actually going to keep this on. Uh, Makoto isn't going to take this off until I send the calling card for Akuma. Yeah, she's going to have this on for a very long time. That's like her main armor for the game right there. And we're going to go ahead and give on the turtleneck, and this is going to be On's armor until we get to Shido's palace. Yeah, I try to avoid switching equipment as much as possible because it wastes time. All right, very very simple. I have never been outspared by this guy.
Let's go.
Use Teach Corn on Makoto, and you take a bloodbath. All right, so I've never actually been hit with fear by this guy, so I don't know if the resist fear prevents the low chance of fear. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna get feared eventually. All right, so his next turn is gonna be the curse move, and he always uses that on the person who has the lowest current HP, which is why I had Joker defend because his HP was lower, 2 hit points lower than Makoto's. So I guess you can train more in the yeah, you can like maybe train more in your room or something like that. So just in case Joker gets feared, he'll still attack Makoto and stuff like that. But oh well. So it's kind of a risk, but it's a risk I'm willing to take if it means I can save time from not going to the vivid room twice.
All right, level up. Our range of tactics is expanding.
Yeah, I was actually worried about that fight when I decided to cut out fusing Shikyochi now until I remembered that I had a Baryon in the party with resist fear. So that gave me a little bit of hope. All right, we have a rather scary dodge coming up here. I'm gonna dodge and well, not dodge. I'm gonna allow that shadow to notice me because it kind of tinkers with the shadow placements later on in this room. All right, so we're gonna run over that light. Gonna go up here, and we're gonna get our second bead chain in this chest over here.
Counting on it.
Oh,
I got stuck there for whatever reason.
what do you want to do?
Okay, so as I said, this room can be quite dangerous if you're not careful. So just make sure you pay attention. Gonna wait for this guy right here. This guy, okay, now right here. The placements of these dogs is random. You have to turn that corner and see where they are. So I can avoid this one without having him chase me. But this one is really really tricky. This one usually faces towards me. Shadow dodge him and run. All right, now it's very rare for it to happen, but if you're unlucky, these dogs can indeed ambush you out of your dashing. It's only happened to me once. I don't know if I stumbled on something or what happened, but I have been ambushed by those dogs while dashing before because they're so fucking fast. Anyway, so after you route this palace, the game automatically pulls you into the velvet room. I intentionally slowed down the game so I could look at Makoto's walk. I have a rather I have a rather desperate, insane, stubborn fetish for Makoto. I love that girl a lot. She's like my favorite girl in gaming. All right, guys. So those of you who know my route, I'm making a change here.
This will perhaps this is a bit excessive.
Instead of making triple down, I'm going to make the Regan R. I'm gonna make that first. Now I'm gonna fuse Shikiochi.
Remarkable nor unremarkable. Choose which skills to inherit.
Mighty Gaze, okay. My Guru, this is actually very, very important for a boss later on. We will get to that in the next video. Lucky Punch, just in case I need it for a Kaneshiro, but I don't think I will. Snap, because it might change. It might change into triple down since I already got double shot or something like that. Raikuna, you have to have this, and resist fear because it's a passive and it doesn't appear on the main screen when you're selecting your moves.
Expect both of you to work.
So, what we did originally was you would go to the red velvet room. No, you would go to the velvet room before fighting this boss right here, and we would fuse Shikiochi first before leaving. The reason why we did that because we need to have Shikiochi already made before we go to the velvet room, because if you fuse in the red velvet room and then make your item, you'll be trying to make triple down, but the fusion will the electrocution will fuck up, and it'll turn to something else. Unfortunately, this means we have to go to the velvet room twice, and I really wanted to save as much time as I possibly could. So this means I had to cut out triple down and see if I can make do with a double shot. And I can indeed make do with the double shot if I use the Regan R. And the Regan R also powers up Haru later on in the game. So we'll deal with that when we get to it. And Ryuji. Okay, now as you see, I also get the velvet room bonus, so that increases his attack a little more, which is always a nice thing. And he even got some nice agility. How about that? Got some good magic. That might come in handy, but it wasn't enough. Anyway, I did this by mistake. If the highlighted moves are Raikunda, Magura, double shot, or taunt, yeah, okay, taunt, double shot, Maguru, and Raikunda. If any of these moves are highlighted, don't risk it. I kind of did it by mistake because I was in a hurry. I was already pissed off because my controller kept fucking up, and I changed these by mistake. I got Rage Roar and Marukunda. Fortunately, these are just souped up moves of the ones I already had, so I made do with these. If these skills would have changed into something else, I would have ended the run. Maybe not ended it, cause I didn't save the game when I did my fusion. So if these moves would have changed something else, I would have ended my run there. So I just got lucky that the game didn't fuck me over.
finished already? What?
Okay,
Do you need something? What?
so now we're gonna stop the alarm,
Okay.
and I'm gonna make my second Regan. If I try to make another Regan R, it'll most likely fuck up. So I'm just gonna make another Regan for another attack master and 3 more points, stuff like that.
Done already? What? No slacking off.
I need to update this. Yeah, that's still my other one.
What do you want to do?
I used Amanuzume and a Barbion to make Shikiochi. I didn't show that in the thing.
You're back.
Okay.
I need to change this too. Ryuji doesn't need shit. Let me see. Yeah, see, I'm still a little distracted here because my controller kept fucking up, but oh well.
Hey. Well then.
Make sure you change back to having Bear as your leader so I can have the auto Sukikaja for a chance to dodge the fire attack, but oh well. Alright, let's just speed this up a little bit. See that I don't know what's the fucking thing. Okay, yeah, I don't know why my charger wasn't charging there.
You're back.
I added I added on and Yusuke to the party because I forgot to do it while I was changing my equipment, you know.
You're back.
What do you want to do? Hey. Well then.
Yeah, you can tell I'm distracted here while I'm doing this because I keep misclicking and doing the wrong thing. Okay,
Come on.
July the 3rd, very, very, very important. We're gonna go to the jazz club here, and we're gonna have Makoto learn Matsura Kaja.
Thanks for coming in.
This is solely for the next boss fight. However, it's also a backup plan in case Futaba's a god in mementos later on. But it's mainly for this one one boss fight. As tempting as it is to give this to Yusuke, I'm giving it to Makoto because I need Yusuke attacking almost every turn.
What do you want to do? Hey.
Alright, now this is also very, very important. On this day right here, we're going to take on to the jazz club. Because on this day, your party member gets 2 levels and they get 40 hit points. What this is going to do is this is going to let On sponge the Pikachu rollout attack. Now, I could have sent the calling card today, but there's really no point in doing it now. I just wait till the last day to do it. Kasumi. Okay, so very, very important. Oh, that's. Okay, I think that's why I don't do it because I spawn. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I said very, very important. At this point, make sure you have at least three stun guns. I try to have four in case one of them fails, but you want to make sure you have at least three stun guns. And it looks like at this point I had three already. I don't know, but still, I'm gonna use them later on, so I'm gonna go ahead and make them now. And looks like I got a freebie there, which is nice. You know, I'll always take a free stun gun. Oh, that's why I waited. I waited because I wanted Makoto to be the one to take me to the thing. Yeah, it's Makoto. It all comes back to Makoto. I wanted to say yes to Makoto. That's why I did. But there's really no point in waiting. You can send a calling card here if you like, but I do it on 7-7 because it's Makoto.
You're back.
I think another reason, yeah. I think another reason why I waited till now was to give me more time to make these stun guns. I think that's why I did it. Yeah. That's why I did it because on this day there's a people on the bottom, which means I can't clean the room, so I gotta go upstairs anyway. So I used that time to make my stun guns. I think that's why I did it. I don't fucking know. Once again, I have to mute the game auto because the fucking copyright guitar cover bullshit.
It's time to unveil the hype you've been waiting for. It's time.
I told you we're gonna have some music doing these calling card parts. Actually, I need to show this. You ready to die? All right, Piggytron, Shikiochi, Raikunda, not Marikunda, Raikunda, Rush with Makoto, Defame with Yusuke, Taruna with An. I actually got this thing memorized. It's just that, I wrote down the notes in case I missed it. And as you see, I did indeed avoid the fire attack. So that's why you want to lead with Barif. Okay, now right here, because we didn't take a lot of damage right here, I can use a take V instead of a beat chain and save the beat chain for later. And it's a good thing I did. All right, now remember this? Yes, this is really, really important. We We got this in the Madarame Palace before the sub boss. We got it for this one fight. And fortunately, On is the only one that got hit. So, but still. All right. Double shot. Matua Kaja. I'm doing my rush attack right here because it's faster, but in all honesty, I should be doing giant slice. I took a risk and I lost, but everything worked out for me in the end.
Careful. This one's coming. Persona! Let's go. For times like this,
So normally I would be using my second bead chain here, but I'm gonna use the first one because I didn't have to use it the first time.
everyone okay?
Now, you see Yusuke and An's HP. If you don't take An to the Jazz Club on that day, she would have died. If I didn't get the strong armor for Yusuke and then don't take him to the Jazz Club, he'll die too. You see that?
I'm using it. I appreciate it.
So I still got my bead chain, so I'm gonna use it here instead of a take V. All right, so because I don't have triple down, I'm not gonna finish him off before he does a thing. I mean, I probably could have. Yeah, I can. If I stay on the offensive, I can finish him off before he takes his next turn. However, I don't want to do that because I want to make sure that all three of my allies are defending the next turn. Now, unfortunately, I kind of underdamaged him because I used Rush with the Yusuke instead of Giant Slice.
Let's go.
And Shikyochi wasn't doing that much damage for some reason. So that left, I think he lived with like 2 HP there. So Makoto is exposed. Fortunately, not only did the sleep miss her. Wait a minute, let me just remove this now. As I said, unfortunately, not only did the sleep miss her, but I used my beat chain here instead of up there. So she's at full health. So that everything worked out perfectly for me there. Punk ass. I love that. Come on. Okay. So you're probably wondering how I'm gonna get out of this without triple down. Very simple. I'm switching to Jet Frost for Reikunda because I got Marikunda on Shikyochi, and I don't want to do that because it's gonna waste time. Because I'm gonna get a little cutscene and stuff like that. So like I said, it's just little small stuff like that that you have to know how to do when things don't go your way. Stun gun him, stun gun him, and stun gun him. And I don't have notes for this because I got it memorized. My goal is sub 5, but I'm never going to get that. Liv might get it. Reikunda Kaneshiro now. Gun. I told you I'm not going to pass up an opportunity to look at that ass. I won't pass it up. Baton pass to Yusuke. Vicious strike. You will normally either crit him or him. If you don't, it doesn't matter. As long as you kill this guy as soon as possible.
Oh, nice one, Fox.
Do it again. Alright, so now I can Giant Slice him and finish him off.
Oh, nice one, Fox.
I meant to do a Giant Slice there, but I did a normal attacks there, but it doesn't matter. As long as you kill the big one over here, that's where the experience points comes from. So we're gonna leave him alive. The little small one, we're gonna leave him alive. like that, the fight's over. Wait, Pikachu! 503 Kaneshiro. Now, I probably with better menuing and like perfect RNG in all these fights, I can definitely get a sub 5 on him. So since Liv and Tatsu Act, since they're literally about 4 or 5 minutes faster than me on this kill, they're most likely gonna get sub 5 on him with this route.
Let's try it out.
Alright guys, and that was the Kaneshiro segment. Pretty easy except for some stun gun RNG. Well, not stun gun RNG, the Mazio RNG on the Onis at the beginning. Other than that, everything else is pretty fixed. You might need a little luck for the kinky fight, but other than that, it's pretty straightforward stuff here. Okay, guys, and I do believe that's gonna do it for this episode. Next time we're gonna take on the Futaba segment with the kick-ass, excuse me, with the kick-ass Futaba music. Looking forward to it. See you guys then. Take it easy. DK out.